I think illegal immigration ought to be punished by coming out from the shadows, earning legal status over an extended period of time where you pay a fine, where you work, where you don't receive government assistance, where you learn English, where you don't, where you're deported if you commit a crime, as is the law.
How is that punishment? Welcome to Give Me Five, ladies and gentlemen. How is it punishment to break the law to come to this country? And your punishment? You learn English, you come out of the shadows, you gain recognition. This guy's for giving driver's licenses to illegals. He's for giving in-state tuition to the children of illegals. How is any of that punishment? That's punishment? Learning English? That's what he listed as part of punishment. Here's more.
There are very few other options that I can see. The option of self-deportation or making things so harsh is not really, I don't think that's practical. And rounding people up door to door isn't practical either. We need to enforce the laws of our country for sure. Enforce the border. 40% of illegal immigrants come with a legal visa and just stay. We ought to be able to figure that out. There's a lot of things we need to do, but a practical solution of getting to fixing the legal system is also allowing for a path to legalized status. Not necessarily citizenship.
Not necessarily citizenship. Now, Jeb Bush has said in the past that these people came here, they broke the law to help their families. So does a bank robber who can't put food on the table. Do we make that exception or exemption? Do we show mercy on the bank robber? I mean, give me a break. And he says we need to enforce the laws, but notice he couldn't say it without swallowing the words a little bit, because if you enforce the law, you don't reward lawbreakers, and that's what he wants to do. Here's more.
No, I've said as long as if that was the way to get to a deal where we turned immigration into a catalyst for high sustained economic growth, where we did all the things we need to do in border security, where we narrowed the number of people coming through family petition and dramatically expanded a like-kind number for economic purposes, which will help us grow and help the median rise up. In return for that, as a compromise, sure. But the plan in our book and the plan that I've suggested when I go out and speak, which is almost every day on this subject, I'm talking about a path to legalized status.
All right. And somebody needs to explain to me, I mean, I'm not a genius, but how does having more immigrants in this country, the ones that are here illegally, how does giving them status help our economy? I know no one else is going to pick the fruit, and no one else is going to clean the toilets, and no one else is going to make the beds. Sound a little racist? I mean, come on. But that's going to help the economy? We have Americans who can't get jobs. So we're going to have more people come into the country to take jobs? And that's going to raise the median? I don't get that. More.
I mean, there's got to be a point where we fix this system so that legal immigration is easier than illegal immigration, and show some respect for people, a kid that might have been here 10 years, that may be a valedictorian of their high school, to say, no, you're not allowed to go to college. I just think there's a point past which we're over the line. I do understand and respect people's sentiments and frustrations about this broken system.
The broken system is part of the problem. Rewarding illegals and their families is the other part. And no one's saying they can't go to college. Are they entitled to the same discounts as residents who are here legally and have children? I mean, in New Jersey, I believe Christie has it so that you could be an illegal from out of state and come in and get in-state tuition discounts. What sense does that make? More.
And I totally understand why people are upset when Barack Obama, with just a stroke of a pen through executive action, takes unconstitutional actions.
What about that? Would you reverse that if you became president?
Absolutely, I would. Of course.
But how would you undo it once those folks are here and they're
passing meaningful reform of immigration and make it part of it?
See, folks, Jeb Bush said he would undo Barack Obama's illegal executive order on immigration. How would you undo it? By passing comprehensive immigration reform. He did not say he would sign an executive order doing away with the illegal executive order. That is key. That's almost Clinton-esque. Make sure you are aware of that. We're coming back.